In this tutorial, we will be creating an export of the candidate entity based on definitions provided and with a create date later that's in 2014. So the first thing we're going to do is fire up Taleo, connect client. Go ahead and remove these. Okay, we're going to do File, New. We are looking for an export wizard. We're going to be using 13C because that's the zone version. We're going to select Candidate and Finish. We are going to call it a CSV report. I am going to have a header, and we're going to use the default for the delimiter and quotation characters of comma and double quote. We move over to our projections. The first thing we're interested in is the candidate ID. The candidate ID is actually the number, so we'll scroll down and grab that. The next thing we're looking for is last name and first name. Everything's in alphabetical order, so last name and first name. The next piece we are looking for is country of residence, which is under the residence location. We are looking for the country location. And we will go ahead and bring over the name. We are then looking for the state of residence, which is going to be here under state location. Once again, we're going to select the name. We are then looking for region of residence, which is region location. Once again, select the name. Now do notice that there are codes, the ISO 3166 Alpha 3 code, an abbreviation that can be brought in if the name does not fit what we're looking for. The next thing is city of residence, which is actually in the candidate entity proper. So we're going to select city. The next thing we are looking for is the employee number, which is right here, so we'll bring that over. I am not seeing a candidate employee number. It does not make mention of a zip code, but that once again is actually in the employee information right here. Next thing we're going to be doing is a filter, so that we're only picking those up that have been created in this year. So we're going to pull creation date in, and the operator we're going to utilize is greater than. The data type is a date time field. And then on the value, we're going to go back and select January 1st. Say OK. And actually, I'm going to set that back to December 31st, so anything greater than December 31st of last year. Okay, we'll need to save this. And then we'll client, and we're going to create a new folder. And hang on, I'll have to do that over here. And so we're calling this the candidate export. Okay, now we're going to need to create a configuration file for it. So it's a new configuration based on an export specification. We're going to select the candidate import we just created. Go ahead and make sure that we are on the stage IDEX. We're going to utilize the predefined value as well as generate an identifier using the predefined information. We are going to switch over here to poll and set it to 300. At that point, we're going to save it. And so that saves our candidate information, export information. And once we have gone ahead and saved the configuration file, we can then run the configuration file by executing the configuration. That opens a runtime view and walks you through the steps that it's performing. And it's retrieved the response file, which we can then open in a text document to take a look at. And as we can see, here's all the information from all the candidates that have been placed into the staging zone in the calendar year of 2014.